Alright, so in this video I'm going to start the terrain project, and I've just opened Unity Hub, and I'm going to pick the version of Unity that I'm going to use. So I'm going to pick the latest one here, and now I'll create a new project. So what I want to do is create a 3D project, and I'm going to call this obstacle course. I may already have an obstacle course, so I might have to call mine like obstacle course demo or something like that. And I'll leave it in my Unity 5 projects directory. And then let's click create. And are you sure you want to move? Yeah, okay, whatever. Now, Unity's going to sit here for a bit and create a project file for me. Now, before we start building our project, let's go grab some assets that will make our project nice and pretty. So in the Schoology folder, or out on the T drive, or wherever we're getting our assets from during whatever lockdown, plague, emergency, or not we're using. So you want to download these files from Schoology or get them off of the T drive, and they're available for free on the asset store too. And my dog is not happy. That's great. So you want to download these assets, and then I'll show you how to import them. So these are already on my laptop, and I will now. So assuming that you've downloaded these or gotten them free off the asset store, let me show you how to import them. Let's just go over to Unity, and we'll go up to the File menu here. Let's go to the Asset menu, and we'll say Import Package, and select Custom Package. And now we can go browse out to wherever you extracted those, and now you can import them. So where am I going to? There we go. Let me bring in the ground materials. Can I bring in all of them? Can I? No, I guess I have to bring them in one at a time. And this may take a bit. So I'm just going to click import. I'm going to grab all of this stuff. Ooh, I saw lava in there. That'd be really good for an obstacle course. And so this is going to take a while to import, so I'll just pause the recording while this all imports. Oh, well, it's done. I don't have to. Okay, and actually now if I go to my project down here, you can see down here in my assets I have ground textures pack. So there's a lot of cool stuff there. All right, let's go grab some other stuff. Let me go up to the assets menu, say import package, custom package, and I'm going to grab the metal material. We're going to use this for our platforms. And that's going to sit there decompressing, and when it asks me what I want to import, I'm just going to select everything. So there we go, there's our metal. I'm just going to click import, and it'll sit there, and pretty soon we should see a little folder down there that says that we have the metal textures pack. There we go, now we have the metal textures pack. If you go in here, you can see there's all kinds of cool textures we can use for platforms and catwalks and stuff. And then let's go grab the stone package here. So it's asset, import package, custom package. Let's go grab the free stone materials, import that, and I will just say import everything, and it will sit there, and I will end up with some textures. And it's done, and now you'll see here I've got stone textures pack, metal textures pack. There we go. Okay, what else do we want? Well, let's go, we're going to want a skybox in here for sure. So let's go grab ourselves a skybox. So how do we grab ourselves a skybox? Well, we grabbed ourselves a skybox in the last project when we went to the asset store, and we downloaded and imported the Skybox Pack. So we can get that back. We already have it on our computer. We can just bring it in. So what we want to do is go to the Window menu here, and let's bring up the Asset Store. I wonder if there's another way to do this. Let's bring up, well, the way I know how to do it is you bring up the Asset Store, and you get this tiny little window that's impossible to float. There, okay, there we go. And now what I'm going to do is, if you click on this little link, it gets chopped off here, but this is the stuff you've already downloaded. This is my assets right here. And if you click on that, you will see all of the stuff that I have ever imported into Unity. And man, there's a lot of it. Now, stuff that maybe, I guess, Oculus integration, I must have deleted that because it's giving me the option to download it. But you can see our skyboxes here. They just say import, and it says import because they're already in our local computer. They end up in C, users, your username, app data, roaming, Unity 5, something like that. It's in a hidden folder, but if you're clever, you can go find it. And so if I click import, now it's going to bring in the Skybox Pack into this project. And I will just say import everything, and now we should have some skyboxes. So that took a very long time for the assets to import, but you can now see I have all sky free assets. So now I've got all these different asset packs. So we're also going to need our first person controller, just like we had in our terrain project. So let's go grab ourselves the first person character controller. To grab ourselves that first person controller, let's go back to the asset store. And let's go find the standard assets again, that giant standard asset pack. Now we're not going to import all of it because it's massive. We're just going to import the bits that we need. So I'm going to search on standard. Whoops. And there we go. Okay, so there it is, and I hate these little tiny windows, but if I click on that, will it ask me if I want to import it? And it's just, I just hate this little window. Let's see if I can undock it. There we go. Okay, and let me import this, and it's going to sit here for a while decompressing everything. And when it's done and it's popped up that window, then we will go select the few things that we need. So the assets have decompressed now, and now I'm being asked to select which ones I want. Because there's a bajillion things in here, I'm going to select none and then go manually pick the ones I want. So there's 3 ones that I want. I want the characters, cross-platform input, and utility. Those are the 3 things that I'm going to need in order to have the character controller work. So let's scroll down through here, and there's characters. I can just, I guess I could just grab all the characters, and I can grab cross-platform input, and then let's go grab utility, which is down here somewhere. We don't need the environment in this one, in this project. We needed that when we made terrain. And then let's just keep going down here, and I'm going to select, I'm looking for utility. There it is, utility, and I'll select that, and then I'll click import. And of course we've got this error message down here that we have to go fix, which is just really incredible that we have to fix this. It's awful. So I'm just going to double click on the error message here. It says GUI text is obsolete. Used UI.text instead. So let's go fix that. That will open up MonoDevelop or Visual Studio, and we can go fix that. So where it says GUI.text, can I just change that to UI.text? No. Let me just leave it as text. And then it says I don't know what text is. And let's look at the possible fixes here. And it says using UnityEngine.ui. That's the one we want. So select that. And what that will do is way up here at the top, it inserted this using statement, UnityEngine.ui. This is the library where this is defined. And then I'm going to save that file. And you'll see now that Unity has detected that there's a change in that file, so it's going to rebuild everything. Ooh, and we're good to go. So let's call that a wrap. That's about 10 minutes. And in the next video, we'll actually start putting these assets into our scene. We'll add a ground plane. We'll put in our first-person controller. We'll add the skybox. We'll start turning this thing into some sort of obstacle course.